So one thing I'm genuinely curious about, because this is probably the first time I ever talked about this in maybe 6 years of playing Azur Lane, and that is the correlation between this game and the other games that I have, or the other games that I play along with it. So as of right now, I'm playing Azur Lane and I'm playing Blue Archive. I also have Wuthering Waves on my PC. And then if I ever feel like logging in for free pulls, that is a lot, like a 10 pull or something, probably Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, but I genuinely don't play those games. Just Wuthering Waves, Blue Archive, and Azur Lane. So my question is, I wonder if depending on what kind of player you are, dictates the kind of games you play along with Azur Lane. So let's say, for example, you play Azur Lane, you've done all the end game stuff, you're high level, you do a decent amount in farming events and stuff like that. Are these the kind of players that play like Arknights as well too? Games that requires you to do a decent amount of farming, push high contingency risk levels or whatever, and then go out of your way to push, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 operator clears on like very difficult maps. Are these the kind of players that are like at the, I guess, the upper echelon of Azur Lane players? And is it safe to assume like a lot of average Azur Lane players play games like Blue Archive, Nikkei, any game that's more like laid back, more waifu collection? Does that have any sort of correlation between the two? Because as of right now, I can tell you guys this much: I've been more laid back about Azur Lane lately, so I pretty much play like, well, a Blue Archive, and then Wuthering Waves I just want to play because I want to try to do like YouTube content for that kind of stuff, right? But back when I was playing like super hardcore, I was doing like event grinds and stuff like that. I was playing like Grand Blue Fantasy, Arknights, at one point Punishing Gray Ravens, games like those. Like, these are kind of games I wouldn't say are like more casual. It's more like intermediate difficulty or like requires some grinding. That was when I have more free time, and I was doing like 2-1 farming, 7-2 farming. I don't know, like min-max OS farming, because you can do that if you want to. I was doing all these kind of crazy stuff in Azur Lane. But now that I'm more laid back, I do like the bare minimum of stuff nowadays. I probably do like, I don't know, probably like 15 minutes of farming on Azur Lane now. Yeah, that's gotten a lot easier since back then, I will say that much. Like, the Azur Lane of 2024 is nowhere near the same as Azur Lane as like in 2020. Completely different years in terms of gameplay. And I'm just more laid back now. I play like Blue Archive, which is like a 10-minute game. Azur Lane is like a 15-minute game now. And then whatever time I have left, I log on, do some Wuthering Waves dailies, and then probably play a little bit longer. So that's like probably like 30 minutes right there. So I've gotten much more laid back on my gacha games now. And I'm just thinking like, okay, I know a lot of people in Azur Lane are pretty casual. I think a lot of my viewers as well too are pretty on the casual side. So I'm thinking, what kind of gacha games do you guys play? Are you the guys that kind of play like Blue Archive, Nikkei, maybe Fate Grand Order, stuff that's more like late? Well, I don't want to say Fate Grand Order is like laid back, but like more laid back kind of games. Or are you guys like into the whole meta right now, like open world games like Genshin Impact, the other Hoyo games like Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, and then you just have Azur Lane as your like your fallback game because you're guaranteed to have every character in this game if you guys really want to? Or are you guys like super aggressive with like, alright, I gotta do Azur Lane farming here, I gotta do Fate Grand Order farming here, I gotta do Grand Blue Fantasy farming over here? What kind of player are you? What kind of player are you for gacha games in terms of how it relates to you in Azur Lane? Let me know in the comments. So the best way I can say to do this is maybe put your commander level, what your goals are in the game, and then type out a list of gacha games that you guys play as well too, on top of all the other stuff that I just listed in Azur Lane. I feel like if I can see like a general like idea, it could be very interesting to know like what kind of correlation the players have with other games. Like, this could be like a really good survey question, and I think they do ask this in surveys as well too. Like, they ask you like what kind of games you play, what your commander level is, or stuff like that. But I generally do want to know what the correlation is between a kind of player like, are you a hardcore player? Do you play these kind of games? If you're casual, do you play like waifu collectors or whatever? I genuinely want to know. So if you guys want to leave those comments and feedback in the comments, let me know. I'd be surprised. I'm not even going to be surprised if I see like Nikkei or like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Blue Archive being near the top, because there's like those are like the popular games, and I just want to see like what people play in terms of like their progression level, like how it goes about that. So let me know, guys. I genuinely do want to see like a swarm of like, yeah, 300 likes for this guy says I play I don't know, Honkai Star Rail, and you see like a list of those kind of things, stuff like that. So let me know, guys. Keep it interesting. Show me the craziest games you play as on top of Azur Lane, or maybe you're just one of those people that play Azur Lane only, and you just happen to be in this video. You just happen to be in the Gacha perimeter, and you strictly only play this game. I respect it, all that jazz. So let me know, guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Thank you guys for watching as always, and thank you to my membership subscribers as always as well too. Peace out.